Rent a chef provides food cooked and served by a qualified chef at parties. The company charges $120 as a booking fee and an additional $3 per hour. Another company, Greased Lightning, provides fast food served by 2 students at a cost of $65 per hour with no booking fee. Under what conditions would it be cheaper to hire Greased Lightning? First of all, I will have to start with defining my variables. So I'm going to start off by saying it's all about cost. So I'm going to say let cost be C and the time, because it's per hour, and the time and T be the number of hours. Don't just say time, because time can have any unit. So let cost be C and T be the number of hours. Now I'm going to get an equation for rent a chef. So for rent a chef, they say the cost is a booking fee of $120. So that's like a call out fee. $120 plus $30. That's $30 for every hour. And that's my first equation. Okay, so that's rent a chef. Greased Lightning, the cheapest, they have their cost is just 65, no call out fee, so that is 0. So this is 65 times the number of hours. That's 2. What we want to know is we want to know at what stage when T is what? What is T when the cost is exactly the same? So at what stage will the cost be the same? So I'm going to say, well, if the cost is that and the cost is that, when will 1 be equal to 2? So when C is the same, I can see then that 120 plus 30T must equal 65T. So if these two are the same, if this one and this one is the same, then that must equal that. I'm going to take 30 over, it becomes negative 30. So I'm going to get 120 equals 65. Take away 30, which is 35T. And I'm going to divide by 35. I'm going to swap the two sides. And then I'm going to divide by 35. So 120 divided by 35. And that gives us 3.4 hours. Now I'm going to discuss with you assumptions and its effects as well. So what does it mean? It means that after 3.4 or at 3.4 hours, they are exactly the same. Now the example in the textbook, in your textbooks, just then assume that you know that the one is cheaper than the other. And you can sort of, because you know that when the time is 0, then the cost is 120, and when time is 0, the cost is 0. When time is 1, this is going to be more than this one. I would like in the exam to see that you actually prove this. So I will say, we know 3.4 hours, but what at 3? So what's the cost at 3 hours? So I'll say cost at 3 hours, the cost equals 120 plus 30 times 3, and that gives us a cost of 90. 90 plus 120 is $210, and the cost equals 65 times 3, that is a 180, that's 195. So at 3 hours, this one is still cheaper than that one. After 3.4 hours, this will become more. They ask under what conditions would it be cheaper to hire Greased Lightning. You can say for 3 hours and less. For 3 hours and less. For 3 hours and less. Greased Lightning would be cheaper. Okay, you can also do this in your calculator. You'll still have to do the first bit. If they say you're allowed to use your calculator, just going to show you. All I'm going to do here is I'm going to go and I'm going to say doc, escape, home. I'm going to go and grab myself a new graph, enter. What I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the first one, which is 120, so I'm going to say tab. I'm going to say 120 plus 3t plus 3x. Enter. You can't see it here. And also tab, the next one will be 65x. Enter. So there's my two graphs. Now you can see it's very hard to read. So what I'm going to do is, we know that this is 120. So I need to go up. I'm going to go menu. I need to change the window that I'm looking through. So I'm going to say 4 for zoom and window. I'm going to say window settings. I'm going to say I don't need anything in the negative side. So I'm going to start at just to see the axis at -1. My maximum, I'm going to go up. I know that it goes up to further than 210. So let's make it 300. My Y minimum, well, what am I doing? X-axis is my time. So X-axis is my time, -1, and I only want to go to about 6 hours. Y minimum, I'm going to go to -1, and then my top, my cost is going to go up to 190, 210. Let's go to $300. I'm going to say OK, enter, and there's my graph. So if I want to know where's the intercept, I'm going to say menu. I'm going to say analyze graph. I'm going to say intersection, which is 4. It's on the left of that point and on the right of that point. Remember, if you can't see, you can wait for the hand, hold it in until it grab, and then just move it down. So they say it's 3.43, 3.43, I just want to bring it up, and 223. So that's where it happens. Now, to quickly talk about assumptions and its effects. This is very important. What is the things that we have to assume here? So when I talk about assumptions, what do I have to assume? First of all, we assume that the food is the same. Food is the same quality. Because otherwise it might be better to one have the other one. And since we have students, we probably don't know if they are good as a professional cook. So food is the same quality. If not, that's an external thing that we have to consider. It's not only the cost that's changing. Another assumption that we can do is we can assume that you can only hire per hour. Hire per hour. Write it out fully. I don't have time to do it, so hire per hour, which means is if I can hire them for 0.4 hours, 0.4 hours is 24 minutes. Okay, so 24 minutes. Are they going to stand there with the stopwatch and say, stop now and pay me for this minute? Or do they work per half hour per hour? So the hire is per hour. That's what I assume, because they say you pay $3 per hour. So my assumption would be hire per hour. I assume that you can hire them only per hour or parts thereof. If it was per minute, you'll have to change your answer. That's why I have here for 3 hours and less. You'll have greased lightning. If it was per minute, it would have been 3.4 hours, the exact value. So that's another assumption, and the effect would be I'll have to change my answer there. So that's what we mean by assumptions and its effects.